In a small provincial town called Elmwood, there was an abandoned house that stood on the outskirts of the city. This house was known to all the residents of the city, and they all knew about its sinister reputation. However, despite this, the Marshall family, consisting of a husband, wife, and their 2 children, decided to buy this house, hoping for a more peaceful life away from the city. The house was huge and old, with dark and leaky walls that showed their age. The family did not know about the dark secrets of the house and the ghosts that lived there. They were sure that the house would be the perfect place for their new life. Immediately after the move, the family began to experience strange events. At night, they heard strange noises and saw ghosts walking along the corridors. Children begin to suffer from nightmares, and strange disappearances of things occur in the house. The husband of the family, Tom, decides to sort out the mysterious events and begins researching the history of the house. He finds old newspapers and photographs showing that the house has been the site of many tragedies and sinister incidents. Tom learns that the house is haunted by the ghosts of a family who lived here before. This family died in a fire, which, according to legend, was caused by their own father because of his insanity. The family begins to experience more and more fear and nervous tension. They are scared of ghosts from the house, but this only enhances the ominous atmosphere. Tom decides to contact a local paranormal researcher who helps them uncover the mystery of the house and free the ghosts. The researcher conducts a ritual that should help the ghosts find peace and move to the bright side. During the ritual, the family sees the ghosts of the family that lived in the house earlier. They say goodbye and go to the bright side. The family can finally live in peace, knowing that the ghosts have found peace and that the house will no longer be a place of fear. They begin to rebuild the house and turn it into a home where they can enjoy life, far from the sinister secrets of the past. But life in the house was not as simple as they thought. The family began to experience strange sensations and visions that led them to the truth about the house. They learned that the house was built on the site of an old cemetery and that the ghosts they were releasing were only part of the sinister force at the heart of the house. Tom and his wife, Alice, begin to explore the further history of the house and discover that the house was built on the site of an old colony where people lived who practiced black magic and rituals associated with the awakening of demons. They find out that the family who lived in the house earlier was connected to this colony and that they were summoning demons for their sinister purposes. The Marshall family is beginning to be increasingly influenced by the sinister force that lies at the heart of the house. It becomes obvious to them that they will not be able to free themselves from this force while they live in the house. They decide to leave the house and find a way to get rid of the sinister force that was at the heart of the house. They find an old magazine belonging to one of the colony's residents, which describes a ritual that can free the house from a sinister force. The ritual was very dangerous, and the Marshall family knew they were risking their lives, but they had no other choice. They collect the necessary materials and begin the ritual. During the ritual, they feel the sinister force getting stronger and starting to attack their psyche. They fight the demons that appear around them and will finally be able to complete the ritual. After completing the ritual, the sinister force that lay at the heart of the house was released. The house has finally become a calm and safe place. The Marshall family left home and found a new place where they could enjoy life, far from the sinister secrets of the past. However, they never forgot about home and what they had been through. They knew that the sinister force they had released could return at any moment, and they were preparing for what could be another encounter with the sinister force that was at the heart of the house. So ended the story of the Marshall family and the sinister house in the provincial town of Elmwood. They found peace and tranquility, but they will always remember what they went through and that the sinister force could return at any moment.